Welcome back to the deep dive. Last time we left you with a question to ponder. What would you do if you were a thought leader with a big message to share, but weren't sure how to get it out there?
Would you try to do it all yourself, or would you consider bringing in some help?
Tough decision, right?
It is. There's no right or wrong answer. Really depends on the thought leader, their goals, their resources.
Exactly. Some people love to DIY everything.
Control freaks.
But others, they prefer to focus on their expertise and let someone else handle the rest.
Delegate, delegate, delegate.
Right. So let's say you're a thought leader who's thinking about working with an agency, but you're a little hesitant.
Okay, I can see that.
What would be some of your biggest concerns?
I think for a lot of thought leaders, it's the fear of losing control.
That makes sense.
Thought leaders, they're used to being in charge.
They're the experts, right?
Exactly. They have the vision, the knowledge, the authority. So the idea of handing over the reins to a marketing agency
Can feel a little scary.
it can. Like, are they going to misrepresent my ideas? Are they going to make me sound like someone I'm not?
It's like entrusting your baby to a stranger.
Exactly.
So how can a thought leader overcome that fear and find an agency that truly feels like a partner, not just a vendor?
Well, communication is key. And I mean real, open, honest communication right from the start.
So not just like a once-a-month status report.
No. The thought leader needs to be involved in every step of the process.
From brainstorming ideas to approving content.
Exactly. Setting goals together, figuring out who they're trying to reach, reviewing drafts, signing off on strategies.
So it's a true collaboration.
It should feel like a team effort.
And it's important to remember that marketing is a process, right? It's not like you flip a switch and suddenly you're a thought leader.
It takes time.
It does. It takes consistency.
And patience.
A good agency will help manage those expectations.
Right. Be realistic about what's possible and what's going to take a little longer.
So it's not about making promises they can't keep.
Exactly.
Another thing I hear from thought leaders sometimes is this fear of coming across as inauthentic.
Yeah, salesy.
Salesy, yeah, like they're just trying to sell something.
Which is the opposite of thought leadership, right?
It is. Thought leadership is about sharing genuine insights, about making a real difference, not just making a buck.
So how can a thought leader find an agency that aligns with their authentic voice?
Well, first of all, do your homework.
Don't just jump at the first shiny object.
Exactly. Look for an agency that really gets thought leadership,
That understands the nuances.
that values building those long-term, trust-based relationships.
And ask for case studies. Talk to other thought leaders they've worked with.
Get the inside scoop.
And don't be afraid to have those tough conversations up front about your values and expectations.
Yeah, lay it all out on the table.
A good agency will appreciate that.
They'll want to make sure it's a good fit, too.
Exactly.
But sometimes, even if an agency seems like a good fit, a thought leader might worry about getting lost in the shuffle.
Especially if it's a big agency.
Right, becoming just another client on a long list.
Without that personal attention.
So how can a thought leader find an agency that feels more like a dedicated partner?
Well, one option is to look for a smaller boutique agency.
Okay, more specialized.
Exactly. They often have a more personalized approach.
And sometimes they're even founded by former thought leaders themselves.
So that been there, done that.
They get it. They understand the challenges, the opportunities.
They're not just marketers, they're mentors.
They're invested in their client's success.
They're building legacies, not just brands.
I like that. But at the end of the day, a thought leader needs to see results.
Right. They're putting in the time, the energy, the resources.
They want to know that it's making a difference.
So how can they find an agency that's truly results-oriented?
Well, look for an agency that embraces data.
Yes. Data-driven decision-making.
They should have a clear process for setting goals, tracking metrics, analyzing results.
Regular reports showing progress.
And they should be able to connect the dots between their efforts and the thought leader's overall goals.
Whether that's website traffic, social media engagement, speaking invitations, book sales.
Whatever matters most to the thought leader.
And they need to be flexible because the digital world is constantly changing.
So they can't be stuck in their ways.
Right. Always adapting, always improving.
So finding the right digital marketing agency as a thought leader, it's about finding a partner.
Someone who's in it for the long haul.
Someone who gets your vision, respects your expertise, and is committed to amplifying your message.
In an authentic way.
And in a way that makes a real impact.
It's not about chasing clicks, it's about driving real change.
And it's about being an active participant, communicating clearly, sharing your insights.
Trusting your agency to guide you.
Because when thought leaders and marketing experts come together,
magic can happen.
They can change minds, shape conversations, inspire action,
Make the world a better place.
one thought at a time.
Beautifully said.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Hook digital marketing.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have. We explored their approach to thought leadership, their services, their data-driven methods, their commitment to clients, and their focus on risk management.
And we talked about some of the things thought leaders should think about when choosing a marketing partner.
But most importantly, we've explored the power of thought leadership.
And its potential to shape the world.
So as we wrap up, we want to ask you, our listener, to think about your own role in all of this.
Do you consider yourself a thought leader?
What unique insights do you have to share?
And how can you use the power of digital marketing to make a difference?
We believe everyone has the potential to be a thought leader in their own way.
So go out there and share your ideas with the world.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep thinking deeply and keep diving in.